So we're gonna harvest some of these poles because the beavers have been pretty active and they appear to be building another little dam here. And this is all new stuff over the last couple days, and they're actively cutting on this sort of willow that I've Pollard-y coppiced, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted some of these poles, so if I don't get them now, the beavers are going to take them all. Okay, that water is crazy cold, so it's okay to wade through, but it's not really okay to stand in. So there we go. That is pollarded, more or less. Let's see. Take a look at them. See, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 years worth of growth. You know, it's about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 inches long. Something like that on that particular one, you know. So they grow, you know, that's like 5/8 worth of growth per year on a good wet year. Okay, so here's the harvest from that pollard, and I'm going to take one of these poles and plant a new pollard from it and see if it'll take. So I'm gonna put in another pollard willow right here. I have this willow on the left, which is a remnant of sort of a temporary shade structure that I built out of live willow poles, and a bunch of them rooted in. But this is the only one that survived, mainly because the cows peeled the bark off the rest of them, and there's not even any trace of the other ones. But I'm going to turn this into a pollard, mainly to provide some dense shade from the east in the mornings on the summer. And then I'll put another one right over here. So this is that chunk of willow that I took from the creek. It's a long pole. I'm gonna sharpen it, and then I'll just dig a hole with the shale bar and spike it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that root in for a year, and then we'll probably trim it right up there near where it forks. Okay, and now we'll trim this one up into a pollard. Okay, so there it is, turned more or less into a pollard, and then those branches will kind of turn into, you know, the stool or whatever the term is, where you know, it's trimmed and it regrows. And then I think up there at the fork that will be the location where we'll trim those off next year, and that will be the initial beginning of, you know, the head of the pollard. I guess maybe we'll call it a head. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep everyone updated.